Hey there, baseball fans, it's Ben here, and today we've got a little science experiment. Actually, it's not scientific at all, but it's a baseball card experiment. We all know that we hate it when we get packs of vintage cards or new old stock of not so vintage cards, like this is 1994 score. When they're bricked, especially those UV coated cards, you're thinking 93 upper deck, thinking 92 pinnacle, thinking 94 score. And when a card's bricked means that all of the UV is sticking together, and so you have like a stack of cards that you can't separate without kind of tearing them apart. You get a lot of paper loss. It's a condition issue. So what I'm trying to do is figure out, is there a way to combat that? So I've got 3 different packs here, all of them bricked. This one has been sitting in my freezer for a few weeks actually. So I'm going to see if that is a way to help it. I'm going to try some hot air, and I'm going to try, I have one control where I'm just going to do the snapping of it to see. But as you can see, they're like, they don't bend easy because they're all stuck together. So starting with the cold one, because I just pulled out of the freezer, I want to keep it cold. Let's see if coldness can help do it. So the first test is I'm trying to pull up just the first top card here, and as you can see, they're one solid mass unit. So I'm thinking cold's not doing much for me. Let me pull them off kind of one at a time, see if we get any paper loss, or essentially we'll have 3 stacks of cards to see if we have less paper loss this way than other way. There's our gold card. A lot of times these gold cards are the ones that will have the most paper loss. You can see there's a little bit paper loss already right there. So I'm thinking the cold one is probably myth busted. Andres Galarraga, that's cool. Yeah, this is not, there's Tony Gwynn. I mean, I'm not getting much paper loss on these, but it's definitely not, I mean, this is still very stuck. So the old method of kind of cracking them like that. Yeah, so you can see paper loss here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the freezing it method, not helpful. All right, so now we've got our, well, I'll call our control. And we're going to go ahead and open this pack, and as you can see, oh, they're broken in the middle, so they're not completely bricked. But so I'm going to, we've got half and half, so I might as well just go. This one we're just going to go snap, snap, and see how that works out for us. And now so this is essentially this is the same as it was with the cold one. So I don't see much of any difference at all between cold and not cold. You can see paper loss right there in Rafael Belliard's shirt, and look, tons of paper loss on this Jeff Blauser gold rush card. Yeah, so that's that version. This is actually the one that I think has the most promise. Maybe if we soften up the UV and you put this on the hot air, the high hot air setting, and we're gonna blow on this for a while. Warm it up. I've also heard people talk about toasting them, the toaster oven. I guess the conventional oven too. I'm not sure how long I need to do this. I'll do it for that little bit first, then we'll open up the pack, and maybe I'll do some more directly onto the cards themselves. First, let's just do a little stack test, and honestly, it is kind of opening up easier. Kind of too hot to hold. All right, that's enough. It's actually getting too hot for me to hold. Let's just see here. So still some paper. Honestly, I could see how that could work, but I think you'd have to get it hot enough where you couldn't really hold it. So holding it with the hairdryer, I think busted. You know, maybe the next thing for me to try is probably the toaster oven piece. Yeah, these are really no better. I'll be honest with you. So all 3 of these methods, the snapping method we know provides paper loss. The freezing method certainly doesn't work. The heating method shows some promise, but definitely not something I can call, oh, it worked, confirmed. I'm not going to go start blow drying all my bricked packs of cards. So there you have it. I guess we'll keep trying. If you guys have any good methods, please leave them down below in the comments, and I'll try those out later too. Thanks.